Hey, Amanda, you there? I had something I kind of wanted to talk to you about. Hello? Amanda? Oh, right, the time difference. You're probably fast asleep right now, huh? Okay, well, then I guess I'll just leave the messages of what I've been thinking here, and you can tell me your thoughts tomorrow. So, I'll get back to me then, okay? Anyways, I only have a week left before I finish with this business trip, and, well, I think it's time we get a divorce. Or rather, I should say that, in my time in this country, I've met a new man and fallen in love. He's a really cool, handsome man from Peru, but he speaks English fluently. I kind of fell in love at first sight, and we hit it off so well. Besides, I love how much he must love America. I mean, he loves it as much that he's learned the language. He's really something else. Now I feel like I can just live without him. In fact, we're living together in the apartment I've had out here. He's just so exotic and sexy, and he makes me so happy. So, I hope you can understand. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be bringing this man back with me, and him and I are getting married. In the meantime, I want you to pack your things and move out of the house. I should be back in about a week, so get out by then. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you've signed divorce papers on the table so I can sign my half and send them off.
What the heck is all of this? Kenny, are you there? Are you seriously cheating on me right now? You're coming home in a week and you decided to drop this bombshell on me. You seriously can't be fetishizing people from other countries like this. It's so weird and creepy. Is this why you haven't been responding to me as often lately? I thought it might just have been the time difference, but sometimes you don't get back to me for a few days at a time. I was wondering if you were cheating. But now you've just come out and said it. Well, you were way more stupid than I thought to go and do something like this. But if you really want me out of the house, at this rate, I can't help but agree with you. If you think that I'm going to divorce you, just because you want to marry this total stranger though, you're dead wrong. We're going to have a long, long talk when you get back to the States.
Oh shoot, you seem kind of pissed about all of this, Amanda. But okay, I guess if you really want to meet my spicy little Peruvian pepper, suit yourself. I can send you some great photos of him if you want. But just know that I've made up my mind and nothing is going to change it. There you go, what do you think? Pretty handsome guy, right? And if you want to know, his name is Patricio. He doesn't have any family and has been living on his own for a while now. And apparently he has an inn that is going to make it easy for him to get into the States. But I tell you, once you get a taste of dating a foreigner, you can't go back.
Mary, are you there? I'm really sorry to bother you on your day off, but I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Oh, Armando. That's okay. How's it going? What's up?
You're not going to believe this, but I know where Patricio is.
Wait, Patricio? What do you mean? Where is he? I've been looking for him for months, but haven't heard anything from anyone about where he could be.
He's abroad right now in Peru, I guess. Apparently he's running around with my husband.
He's in Peru with your husband? I don't understand. What are they both doing down there, and how did they run into each other?
Well, Kenny left for a business trip about a year ago and was going to come back sometime this week. But the other day, he basically confessed to cheating on me and said that he wanted a divorce. He's telling me about it and even sent me a picture of the man he was seeing, and it was Patricio.
So he ran all the way down to Peru, huh? And then he just happened to run into your husband? I guess the world is still a lot smaller than we think. He really thought he could escape our unfinished business here in the US, I bet. Well, thank you so much for coming to me with this.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to help you out with this. Whatever you need. Just let me know and I'll be there ready to back you up.
Are you sure? I don't want to suck you into my business if you really don't want to.
No, I think this is personal for me too, and I have a right and a duty to help you out. My husband is planning on leaving me to live with this person. So I think that if we can catch him soon, we can put an end to all of this.
You mean he really wants to kick you out of the house and live with his new boyfriend?
He seems to think it's going to work out like that anyways.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? He must really be living in his own world to have forgotten such an important detail about his house.
Exactly. I was thinking that if you're free, maybe we can meet tomorrow after work to talk out a concrete plan.
Well, okay, Armando. If you really want to do this, then let's do it. I mean, I could even meet now if you wanted. Or is that too soon for you?
No, I can meet now. That's no problem. I can meet you outside your office building around 3 if that's okay.
That should work for me. See you then. Thanks so much for offering to help.
Hey, Amado, I just landed. Have you already moved all your stuff out of the house? I have Patricio with me, so you better not cause a scene when we get there.
Don't worry. I moved out a while ago. The house is all yours.
Oh, well that's good then. Thank you for that. I thought I was going to be fighting you for a long time over that.
Though I didn't leave behind any divorce papers for you to sign.
Ugh, are you seriously going to do this right now? I know that you don't want a divorce, but you have to understand that I just love someone else now. I mean, how could I ever fall in love with a boring old American like you when I can have some Incan prince to drool over instead? You need to face the facts and divorce me.
Don't worry. We're getting divorced, but only after we've talked with our lawyers.
Our lawyers? What do you mean? Why would we do that?
But we're getting a divorce because you were cheating on me. And I have a right to sue you for that.
Oh, I see. So you're really going to do things this way, huh?
If you thought it was going to happen any other way, you're the idiot.
And just what the hell is that supposed to mean? How can you call me something like that?
It means that I don't want to see you unless it's absolutely necessary. And that you don't have to worry about going back home.
Fine. Be that way. I have to pop into the office anyways. But Patricio is going right home, so thanks for getting out of there at least.
Anyways, I guess I'll just get back to working. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. And we'll be moving forward with the lawsuit from there.
Man, I can't believe you're really gonna sue me for this. But I have a promotion waiting for me when I get back, so I have no problem with that. Bring on all the lawyers that you can. I'm ready for it. Hey, Amado, what the heck is going on here, huh?
I'll take it you've already gotten back home then. Would you like my little surprise for you?
That's right, I did just get back home. And you're calling this a surprise? You tell me who these two geezers and this other woman are right now.
Well, I invited them over for our talk today.
But this doesn't make any sense. These two old people are American as can be. But say that they're Patricio's parents.
Well, yeah. I mean, Patricio is American after all. Haven't you figured that out yet?
What do you mean by that? Have you gone crazy or something? You know that isn't true. He's from Peru. I met him in Peru and he speaks Spanish.
Okay. So he moved and learned a foreign language.
But his skin is so dark. He looks so native.
One, super creepy to describe someone like that. And two, that still doesn't mean he's from Peru.
But I don't get this. I thought he was foreign. This can't be happening.
Well, it is. Patricio isn't even Peruvian. In fact, he's basically as white as can be. His mum explained to me that he had a weird obsession with Latin Americans like you and got plastic surgery to look like a Quechuan person.
Wait, plastic surgery? To look like a different race? You can do that?
That's right. In fact, Patricio isn't even his real name either. It's Patrick. But I'm sure the original Patrick is buried so deep under all that plastic that you would never have guessed. Maybe you should ask Patricio about all this, though.
Amado, are you there? I've been thinking about this whole divorce thing. It's so silly. Let's just put it all behind us. I want to stay with you.
Yeah, no.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, you were fooled by some gross person who fetishized other races like you do. I think you're a good fit.
I didn't want to get with some basic American dude. I wanted a Peruvian.
You did say that another woman was there at the house, right? I assume that was Mary, yes?
Yeah, she told me that Patricio had an affair with her husband and that she's been trying to sue him this whole time. But that Patricio didn't want to pay it, so he fled the country, changed his appearance and started a new life in Peru. Even changed his name to try and escape paying. But then he found his way to me, not knowing that you had any idea about Mary.
Oh, I know. I've already heard about all of this from Mary herself.
So then, you really already knew about all of this before I did?
Pretty much. And poor Patricio could not have made a worse choice of who to try and get with.
Right, so then, it's not my fault at all, right?
I mean, you cheated on me, and that is a fact.
But I told Patricio that I didn't want to be with him anymore. Isn't that enough?
Again, the fact is that you still cheated on me. You understand this, yeah?
Please don't be so stubborn. You have to forgive me.
I really don't have to do anything for you, actually.
But you didn't sign the divorce papers, right? So a part of you must want to still be with me.
Now, I just learned from Mary that in terms of suing for infidelity, but the timing of things is very important.
So then, you're still going to sue me for all of this?
Of course. I'm going to be suing you and Patricio. Don't you worry.
Wait, no, this can't be happening.
Well, it is, so.
Please wait, after I got back to work, I actually got a demotion and a huge pay cut.
Oh, really? Wow, that sucks for you, huh? This is just not your week.
My work found out that I started seeing Patricia while I was down there on company time and gave that as a reason for rescinding my promotion.
So basically, they didn't want to reward you for cheating on your husband while on a company assignment. Sounds fair enough to me.
I won't be able to pay that much money right now.
Again, that sucks for you, huh?
How can you be so cruel to me right now?
Like this. You're going to get a call from my lawyer tomorrow, and you better pick up.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Oh, right. I almost forgot one of the most important things.
What's that? What could you possibly have forgotten?
Well, you do know that it was my name on the apartment lease, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, the first year's lease was. But then you were away, and when I renewed it, I did it under my name. Talked about this before I did it, remember?
Oh yeah, I think I do now.
So anyways, you're now trespassing. Please leave.
You kicking me out of the house?
That's right. I think your dad should be arriving soon to pick you up.
My dad is coming here. Why is he coming here?
Well, I told him about what you did over the phone, and he sounded just furious. I think you're not going to like it when he arrives.
Oh no, this is really bad. How could you do this to me?
You did it to yourself, Ken.
Doe, are you there? I just wanted to say that I think we did great together yesterday. But I am so sorry to have invaded your house with all that drama, though.
What do you mean, Mary? You were the one there who did all the talking for me.
Well, you were really a huge help. I can't thank you enough.
It was my pleasure.
By the way, I wanted to tell you what happened after you stopped texting Kenny.
Oh yeah? Did his dad show up? What happened?
Yeah, he showed up about 5 minutes after your last text. He nearly kicked down the door, started screaming at Kenny, and dragged him out by the collar of his shirt.
Kenny's dad always did seem like the strict type.
You should have seen the way he was shaking. I swear he was about to cry. But anyways, His dad took him all the way back to his house, so I heard.
I can picture it all now, and it's scary.
Well, anyways, I guess that basically solves that, right?
I suppose so, yeah.
Also, once things settle down, I would love to go out and grab a couple drinks with you.
That would be so amazing. Yeah, let's do it. A few days later, my lawyer wanted to go talk to both Kenny and Patricio. A month later, Kenny and I were divorced, and I was paid by the both of them for their affair. Patricio also had to pay Mary for his affair with her husband as well. After that, I heard that Patricio's parents took him out of their will entirely. But he still has lots of debt from the plastic surgery, and was forced to find several jobs to pay back all the money he owed. As for Kenny, he is still living at home under the watchful eye of his dad, who is making sure that Kenny is staying out of trouble. Meanwhile, Mary and I finally were able to meet up for that drink and decompress about the whole situation. We weren't that close before, but this really brought us together. Now we meet up frequently and catch up and gossip at least a couple times a month.
Okay, out with it. You might as well admit everything because I've seen the evidence with my own eyes. Can't lie to me about what you've been doing.
Huh? Oh, hey Shannon. Is everything okay? I'm not entirely sure what you're on about.
Don't try and act all innocent. I know what you and Thomas have been doing.
Me and Thomas? You mean your husband? My brother-in-law?
Yeah, I know you've been sneaking around with him, cheating on Luke with him.
Whoa. What? That's not true at all. I would never do something like that to Luke. I love him.
As if. I know you've been seeing Thomas, so you can't deny it.
That's not true in the slightest. I don't know what you've got in your head, but whatever it is, it's wrong.
So you weren't sneaking around with Thomas the other day when I saw you two together at that cafe?
Cafe?
Yeah, you know the one, the little coffee shop down the road from Thomas's work? What, got nothing to say about it now, huh? I even took a photo of you two together so I have proof.
Shannon, we told you that we were meeting there. We invited you to come with us, but you never showed up.
Well, that's the most ridiculous excuse I've ever heard. I was never given an invitation. You two were clearly trying to sneak around both of your spouses' backs. I don't know what Luke might say about it to you, but as for me, I think you'll definitely be hearing from my lawyer. You're definitely going to be getting a pretty big bill for what you've done.
What?
Scared now, aren't you? Oh, and don't worry. I'll make sure your husband knows all the details too.
There's nothing to know. Besides, Luke already knows I went to see his brother the other day. It's not some big revelation or anything.
You're lying. You're just trying to cover your tracks and make it seem like you've got nothing to hide by telling me that he already knows. If I think that, then you think I won't tell him that I saw you two and that you'll get away with your cheating. Well, it's not going to work. I'm still going to tell him that I saw you cheating on him with Thomas and that you've probably done more behind his back as well.
Fine. Tell him what you want, but I think he'll be more inclined to believe and trust his wife over you.
We'll see about that.
Hey, sweetheart. Look, I'm sorry to disturb you at work. I know you're busy and all, and that you're on an important business trip, but are you able to talk at the minute?
Hey, honey, no, it's okay. You're not disturbing me at the minute. I'm on break, actually, so I'm free to talk. Is everything okay? You sound a little worried.
Well, actually, I think something weird is going on here.
Weird? What do you mean?
Well, Shannon just messaged me, spouting a bunch of nonsense and threatening me with her lawyers. She said something about me needing to pay a lot of money for what I've done to her.
What does she mean by that? What does she think you've done?
She thinks that I'm cheating on you with Thomas.
Wait, my brother?
Yeah. You know the other day when I went to see Thomas at that cafe and had a chat with him about a certain someone's birthday that's coming up?
Oh, yeah, I know about that, and yet you still won't tell me what you two have planned.
And you won't be finding out until your birthday either. Me and your brother have put a lot of effort into this surprise, and we are definitely not going to be revealing it too soon.
So, what's Shannon's problem? I mean, I swear you said that you invited her along to talk to you about it as well.
Yeah, I did, but she never showed up. Instead, she's insisting that I never told her about the plan to meet up, that it's all some massive cover-up of mine, so that she won't tell you I met with your brother, which in her mind means I'm having an affair with him. The ridiculous thing is, well, more ridiculous than the rest of this, is that she even came by the cafe just to take a photo of me and Thomas sitting at a table together and talking.
So, let me get this straight. You invited her to the coffee shop, she decided not to go with you and her husband, but instead stopped by outside and took a photo of you two together so that she could use it as evidence that you and Thomas cheated with each other?
Yep, pretty much. Crazy, right?
Definitely crazy. I've always thought that Shannon's not quite right. She always gave off a horrible feeling whenever I was around her. Like she would rather be somewhere else or talking to someone else. Like I didn't matter and the only one who mattered to her was her. You remember at her and Thomas's wedding when I was trying to talk to Thomas and to congratulate him, but every time I tried talking to him, she would conveniently appear and take him away? It wasn't only me she did this for either.
I remember. Every time Thomas started talking to someone, Shannon would walk over to him and steal his attention. She'd either take him off to talk to him alone or send him off to do something for her, away from the rest of the guests. And if it was a woman he was talking to, then she shot them the dirtiest look ever. She even did it to me. I was laughing with him at something and she came over, glared at me, and took him off somewhere.
I remember, jeez, it was like she couldn't stand the thought of him talking to anyone and having a good time. But then she was off and flirting with every man she thought looked nice.
Hang on. You're right. She was flirting with a lot of men. I always thought she was just a bit tipsy and that she was being friendly. But now that I think back on it, she did seem a bit too close to some people that night, especially for a just married woman.
You don't think?
It could be. She might be trying to deflect.
I better tell Thomas then, see what he wants to do. I'm not letting my brother stay in the dark about this. As for you, B, I would feel a lot more comfortable if you were able to stay with someone whilst I'm not there. I don't know what Shannon might do, but I don't think I'd like to find out. Even if she just comes around to the house to bother you, I'd rather she not stress you out or anything like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry. I can stay with my parents for the remainder of the time that you're away. They won't mind.
Okay, good. I'll try and get back a bit early if I can.
Okay, well, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too. See you soon. Hey bro, you free?
Luke? Yeah, I can talk. What's up?
Okay, this is gonna sound very strange. I don't know the word for it, but basically, B just told me that Shannon messaged her today, accusing her of having an affair with you.
What?
Yeah, precisely what I thought.
Where on earth would she get an idea like that from?
Apparently, instead of joining you and B the other day at the cafe to discuss my birthday surprise, which neither of you will tell me about, she simply took a photo from outside and is claiming that it's proof that you're cheating on her.
But that's ridiculous. First of all, I don't see B in that way. She's like a sister to me. And secondly, you're my brother. I would never do anything to hurt you, especially not that.
I know, you don't have to worry about that, but with how insistent she was about you two having an affair, it did make me think whether she was trying to project something onto you.
What? Like, do you think she's having an affair with someone?
I don't want to say anything without concrete evidence, but it sounds like she was acting quite strange.
Well, to be honest, for a little while now, she's been acting odd. At home, she's taken her phone with her wherever she goes. I've also noticed that she's changed her phone's passcode, and she's been going out a lot more lately. She said that she was meeting her friend because she's going through a tough time. I didn't think much of it because no one wants to not trust their partner, but now she's done this with B, I think I might have to look into things further.
I'm sorry to bring this kind of thing to you, though. I wouldn't like thinking that my partner was being unfaithful.
I'd rather know than be kept in the dark and treated like a fool. Anyway, we don't know for sure what's happening.
You're right. Best not to make assumptions before there's proof.
Okay, then I guess I'll let you know if I find anything out. Okay, then I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon.
Bea, where are you? You're not at your house. So, where are you right now? It better not be with my husband.
Oh, Shannon, it's you. I'm not there at the moment, as you can see, and I won't be there for a little while.
Well, fine then. I'll just wait until you come back.
You'll be waiting a while then. I won't be back for a few days.
What? Well, where are you? We need to sort this whole thing out. You need to compensate me for having an affair with my husband. I figured you want to keep this quiet from your husband, so I haven't told him anything yet, and I won't as long as you give me what I want.
And what's that then?
Oh, I don't know. How about 20,000?
You want $20,000?
Well, it's either that or you lose your marriage. Your choice.
Wow, so we were right about you. I mean, I had my suspicions, but I hoped I was wrong, for Thomas's sake.
Huh?
We know all about what you've been doing, Shannon. You've been caught.
I don't know what you mean.
Hi, Shannon. It's Luke here. I thought I'd use Bea's phone so that all of these messages could stay together. Easier that way.
Luke?
Yeah, that's right.
Well then, if you've read through these messages, you'll see how Bea has been cheating on you with your own brother. I was going to tell you, but...
But you wanted to try and extort some money out of her first? Yeah, I saw. And, by the way, I know that she hasn't been cheating on me. Unlike you with my brother.
What? What do you mean?
We know all about you and your boyfriend. Charlie, was it?
But how do you...
Well, after you started accusing Bea of having an affair with your husband, we thought that something funny was going on. And then Thomas told us how you had started to be more secretive and how you started going out more and coming home late, claiming that your friend needed help. But that was a lie, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. You're the one lying, trying to make excuses because you don't want to believe that your wife is cheating on you with your brother.
I thought you might say that. But you see, Thomas wanted to be sure of the truth, so he decided to hire a private detective to see if his suspicions were correct. Sadly for him, they were. You've been cheating on him for quite a while now, haven't you?
I can't believe he paid someone to spy on me. That's a violation of my privacy.
Well, you won't have to worry about your privacy anymore. You'll have all the privacy you want.
What do you mean?
Haven't you noticed? Thomas has gone. He's moved out and left you. I mean, I suppose you've been so caught up in yourself and your affair that you never noticed he was slowly moving his things out these last couple of days.
Oh my god. I just checked and all of his stuff is gone. But why? Why would he leave?
Because you're cheating on him?
No. He was never supposed to find out though. I was...
Going to make him divorce you and then take as much money from him as you could? Yeah, we know. But like I said, we've got lots of evidence that you're the one who has been cheating, and any judge in their right mind would never side with you. If anything, they might even make you pay Thomas for isolation of affection, or whatever the technical term for it is. But what was it you said to my wife? You better start saving because you're in for a big bill?
But that's not fair. He was the one cheating on me. I should be the one to be given compensation.
Are you still trying to get away with that excuse? We all know it's a lie. No one is believing you. At least be mature enough to admit to what you've done and take responsibility for your despicable behavior. It's the least you owe my brother.
But I've not done anything wrong. So what if I went and had a bit of fun with someone else? It doesn't mean that I was in the wrong. It's only wrong if the man cheats on his wife.
Oh, wow. I can't believe you just said that. That's so wrong and just plain vile. Of course it counts if the woman cheats on her husband. You don't get a pass to cheat whenever you feel like it. Don't you care about how you've hurt my brother? He loved you and he trusted you. He wanted to create a life with you and spend his time having fun and simply being with the woman who he loved. And you went and threw all that away. And for what? You know what though? Whilst I hate how it's happened, I'm glad that he's left you. I always thought that you never deserved my brother. He was much too kind and nice to be with someone so selfish and self-centered. I don't know what he saw in you, but I respected his feelings and didn't say anything when he said that he wanted to marry you. But now that he's seen what a horrible woman you are, I am glad to say that I can't wait for you to finally be gone from my family.
Wow, what a way to talk to your sister-in-law.
Actually, as of yesterday, you're my ex-sister-in-law.
What?
Thomas filed for divorce yesterday. The papers should be coming to you very soon.
But...
Oh, and he's also decided to sell his house. He said that he wanted to start fresh and use the money to get his own place. He's got people coming to look around it in a few days, so you'll have to be gone by then. And considering the house is in Thomas's name, you've got no claim to be there.
He can't do that. Where am I supposed to live?
You can move in with your boyfriend.
He lives in a horrible one-bedroom flat. I can't live in that.
Well, looks like you're tough out of luck then. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Don't bother messaging me or anyone in my family ever again. We're all done with you, and you're not welcome in our lives anymore.
No, wait, please.
Goodbye.
Well, my brother went ahead with the divorce as planned. He used all the evidence his private detective had gathered and made a very clear case that Shannon had been cheating on him for quite a while and that she had come up with a plan to try and take as much money from him as possible with her boyfriend. Needless to say, things didn't work out how she wanted them to. The judge ruled in Thomas's favor and he didn't have to pay her a single dollar. In fact, she was ordered to pay him. Because of this, she had to get a job for the first time in her life. She now works in a family restaurant as a dishwasher. As for Thomas, he's doing alright. He was sad to begin with as he truly loves Shannon, but he's getting to terms with his new single life. Though I don't think he'll be single for long as he's recently met a really nice woman who he seems to have hit it off with. I hope he finally finds his true happiness in a woman who loves him like he loves her. But as his brother, I'll be there for him every step of the way.